Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Johnny Lee. I hope you are well. Let's just do the business thing first. Just hit subscribe. And, you know, if you download this patch and you like it, then come back, leave in the comment section. Let me know if it worked for you. You know, because that keeps the YouTube algorithm, you know, active and nice. So if the patch makes your trousers tingle in the right place, come and let me know. All right, so this patch has been put together by me this morning for somebody that asked me to do it for them. He's a new Helix user that is in the process of joining a kind of a cock rock band, kind of a 80s thing, but he's not needing a clean snapshot, so there's no clean snapshot in this. It's basically just 4 snapshots. It's quite basic. So we are using the RevGen Red. I like this amp. I mean, I'm a bit of a sucker for the Marshall in the Helix, to be honest, the 2204. But as a bit of a second favourite, I would say that the RevGen Red is the one. If, you know, that it's like a dirty girlfriend. The Marshall's like a reliable wife, and the RevGen Red just does things that the Marshall doesn't want to do, like a girlfriend. So there's 4 snapshots. If my wife watches this video, I am fucked. So we'll start at the beginning. There is a simple pitch there, which is assigned to a foot switch, which is E flat. After that, there is the mutant filter. I have played around with the settings on this, and I'm on bandpass. I've kind of, you know, dicked about with this, that, and the other, because how this behaves is the harder you play, the more responsive it becomes, and I'll show you that now. So he's obviously going to be using that for the living on a prayer thing. Stupid overdrive. He initially wanted a tube screamer. I talked him out of that because I do think that the stupid overdrive is better. There's the RevGen Red. Shockingly, I've put the kinky boost in between that and the stock cabs because he didn't want to use an IR. Again, dual cabs, which is kind of this is a regular thing for me, 4x12 greenback and the 4x12 double XL V30. Trinity Chorus, Glitz, Ping Pong, which is on like the rhythmic-y patches and not on the solo patch, because then we swap to the dual delay. And then on the end, as per fucking normal, is the tile reverb. I mean, you know, I'm getting almost predictable. So let's take a look at how the first snapshot sounds for your Bon Jovi kind of thing, which I can't really play properly because I'll get copyright struck. So, you know, let's see if we can skirt around it. So one of the things I was just saying was, if you are gentle on the strings, it doesn't give the high wow. It gives you more of a wah. It's the only way I can describe it. So if I do this, if I hit the strings harder, and then hit the gentle playing. So the dynamics are there, should you need them. But I hear you scream, what does it sound like with the E flat engaged? Surely it would sound like a big bag of donkey's dicks. It doesn't. It sounds great. So if I put the E flat on, you'd be hard pressed to, you know, be able to tell whether the guitar was tuned or it was, you know, something on the Helix. Our next snapshot is called Clean Grit. It's clean, but it's not clean. Like having a big poo. On the guitar, I've moved to the center position. So what's going on there is, and again, the same as in the first snapshot, the ping pong delay does. It's just a very, very quick, just gives it a little bit of, we talked about the ASMR yesterday, it just gives it a little bit of a something. And the dual delay stays off, and it's quite heavy on the chorus, which is obviously, you know, that's where the whole kind of 80-ish kind of vibe comes from. The main then snapshot, what happens is the Stuper overdrive comes on and the drive goes up on the amp. And again, I've messed around with a few things on this just to kind of get it to behave a little bit. I've pulled the sag down, and some of the stuff I've done to the cab as well. On both cabs, I have done a bit more of a high cut on both of them cabs just to try and tame things down a little bit. I personally don't like the aggression being even on the Rev Gen Red if I can help it, especially when there's so much drive and the overdrive pedal is engaged as well. It's too much for me. But again, it's not my patch. It's for him. So when you get it, you can turn the aggression off if you want. I personally think it sounds a little bit better. So let's have a listen to that. Let's turn that aggression off and see if you can hear a difference between them going on and off. I mean, it's a minor difference, but, you know, I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. The solo then, or the lead, basically what happens is the ping pong delay goes off, the dual delay comes on. The kind of standard settings for me then, to be fair. And there's a little bit of a boost there as well on the channel volume. Couple of extra jazz notes in there for you as well, just proving that it's all real, it's all live. So there's your patch. It's very simple. Again, you know, there's not really much to it. It's a completely giggable patch. He took it away today. We fiddled around with the high cuts on the amps, on the speakers, and that was it. That's all we did. He will be playing that through a PA with a wedge monitor, and he's happy. He's a happy guy. So yeah, it's all yours. You know what to do. You just click the link, go and download it, come back in a few days, and I will be back to do some more sexy tones with the big box of Helix, y'all. Take it easy.